Good evening, everyone, and I'm once again back with a new video, rather with a new film review, and I welcome all of you to my channel, Alok's Vlog. So last evening, that is on 23rd December 2023, I had the talismanic ecstasy or a celestial exhilaration of, robbing my filmaholic pair of ophthalmic apparatus over the cinematic silver screen in the midst of viewing the released afresh Hindi dubbed version of the Telugu language epic action thriller genre film Salar Part 1, Ceasefire, starring the Bahubali superstar Prabhas along with Sukumaran, that is Prithviraj Sukumaran, and the beautiful Diva Shruti Hassan in the lead cast. An absolutely fabulous movie, a gem of an entertainer, and which must have soured a titanic or talismanic degree of entertainment upon the captive audiences inside the movie theaters. I must quote as a film critic, reviewer, come film appreciator, come analyst, come media educator, come student, come academician of film studies. The film can boast of literally a top-notch intensity-laden storyline revolving around the story of two on-screen bosom buddies. The role pretty fabulously and stupendously and spectacularly portrayed by Prabhas and Prithviraj Sukumaran, and of course Shruti Hassan also did play her role pretty well. And of course, one more aspect has been depicted pretty beautifully and brilliantly and majestically, meticulously, and absolutely fabulously and stupendously in this film. That is the mother-son sacred relationship, and of course, not to forget about the breathtaking or the deadly action scenes and sequences embellished with the crescendo background scores, and of course the mise-en-scene element of setting was pretty brilliantly and fabulously and skillfully portrayed in this film. I must quote as a film analyst, come reader, come critic, come reviewer, because especially the element of setting, the mise-en-scene element of setting, while depicting the set, while portraying or depicting the fictional dystopian city-state of Khansar in the film, which was a very much an important part of the storyline or the plot. Then, of course, the other elements of mise-en-scene or from the horizon of mise-en-scene or from the conceptual horizon of mise-en-scene, I must say, were depicted pretty well, especially the makeup, while interpolating titanic or colossal degree of ferocity into the facial expressions of the characters was done absolutely fabulously by means of fabulous makeup. Then, of course, the figure movement in especially in the fight or the action scenes and sequences, then the element of figure expression, then low lighting, another important element of mise-en-scene, was also pretty beautifully and brilliantly and absolutely blisteringly and scintillatingly depicted or exhibited in the storyline, especially while creating the effect of the gloomy ambiences, which was pretty much requisite in the storyline or which were pretty much ingrained in the storyline or the plot of the story. So overall, a superb plot accompanied by a superb script revolving around the story of two on-screen childhood bosom buddies, and of course the mother-son sacred relationship has been portrayed pretty well. Then Prabhas, the Bahubali stardom embellished superstar of the South Indian film industry, once again did exhibit his action magic in this film, which he managed to do in the films under the great or the famous Bahubali franchise earlier. Then Prithviraj Sukumaran also did play his role pretty well, and the action sequences were performed pretty brilliantly by both Prabhas and Prithviraj Sukumaran. And of course, the music, the overall crescendo background scores, and the superb dialogue deliveries, then terrific script, and of course, last but not the least, superb direction by Prasant Nil, the director of the 2022 blockbuster hit KGF Chapter 2. So, fabulously, top-notch intensity-laden narrative, embellished with flashbacks, did take forward the storyline in a pretty brilliant and effective way, and must have poured or soured a great deal of entertainment upon the captive audiences inside the movie theaters. And of course, I was also no different in this regard. As a film critic, come cine reviewer, come ardent, come avid movie goer, I literally, my cinethirsty soul literally got smitten, allured, enchanted, bewitched, beguiled, and enthralled, captivated, and literally I'm running out of adjectives. And of course, my filmaholic pair of ophthalmic apparatus literally got moist by the allegorical vapory touch of Elysian rapture and celestial exhilaration, both in the midst of as well as in the wake of watching this deadly action-packed movie Salar Part 1 Ceasefire, and of course already hitting the box office in a stormy fashion or in a tempestuous or cyclopean demeanor, that is raising storm in the box office already in terms of collection. right at the outset of its release, and of course, getting receiving critical acclaim too. The film, already released in as many as 5 languages, is perhaps all September as another blockbuster hit of Southern superstar or the South Indian film industry superstar Pravas, and already the much awaited sequel of this film. Of course, it's the first part of the two-part film of the Salar Part 1 Ceasefire. And of course, the second part is much awaited or anticipated, which will follow pretty soon, or which will hit the silver screen pretty soon. That is Salar Part 2, Sauryenga Parvam. Hopefully, that part will bring another great deal of intensity or enthusiasm or exuberance into the storyline. So on that note, I would like to wrap up this video for tonight. So once again, I would like to say the gem of a cinematic production, superb storyline, superb narrative, superb direction, superb music, superb overall soundtrack, superb background score, superb script, superb screenplay, superb cinematography, superb camera work, and of course, superb acting by the lead cast, especially by Pravas. And overall, a fabulous film. And hope to see this film doing well, just like the films under the Bahubali franchise, as well as the other South Indian movies. As a diehard fan of the South Indian film industry, I literally relished the moment while viewing this released afresh Hindi dub version of the Telugu film Salar Part 1 Ceasefire, and hopefully its sequel will also be fabulous. So on that note, I would like to say that a positive review without even the minuscule or teeny-weeny fraction of dubiety will be emanating from my psychic cum intellectual apparatus for this epic action thriller genre film Salar Part 1 Ceasefire, starring Pravas, the superstar of the South Indian film industry, and Prithviraj Sukumaran, and the beautiful diva Shruti Hassan in the lead cast. And hopefully this film will do well. And on that note, I would like to wrap up my video, and with some new videos and new film reviews, I'll be back pretty soon. Until then, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel, Alok's Vlog. And for tonight, bye-bye, good night, and love you all.